we go. Welcome back to another Habs Nation Show with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand, the land of the smile. On the great, beautiful, great Tuesday night, September 19, 2023. Here in Thailand, we are already Wednesday morning, September 20, 2023, 8:02 a.m. I sleep well. It did not happen the last couple of days, maybe weeks now, with the gameplay afternoon for the Montreal Canadiens, and I have to do work night shift and sleep 2 hours there, sleep 3 hours there, sleep and nap afternoon, and it was just disorganized about my sleep. So I decided last night, so you know what, 9:30. We want to knock the bed. Of course, I'm always watching or listening some kind of hockey podcast, and then I fall asleep. And I was expected to wake up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. No, I did all the way to 5 o'clock until I heard from Ken Hughes called me, said, Coach, I just make a trade with Vancouver. So I trade Casey Smith. Are you going to talk about that? I said, okay, Ken, I will do it. So I wake up, and then I decide to do 2 videos about the trade for the Montreal Canadiens and the Vancouver Canucks. I'm going to talk about this in the next couple of minutes, but I'm fire. I'm on fire to come back here inside of the Habs Nation, talking about the Montreal Canadiens and, of course, about the trade. And the main camp start Wednesday with 72 players are going to be at the main camp of the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but first of all, the most important thing is to welcome each one of you, and hopefully an amazing, great day, whatever you are around the world. We're always an open door for each one of you. You are the best people inside of the Hockey Nation. Thanks to be with us, talking about great people. We're not too sad. The great people, the couple, Colette and Dan Asham, directly from Winnipeg, Manitoba. You are awesome. Yes, you are. Dans la belle province du Québec, il est de retour avec nous ce soir. Welcome back, our friend Léon Renaud is in the house. Thanks so much to be with us tonight. Our friend Sébastien knocked the door. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Show, Mr. Sébastien, and following by our friend Jake McEnwee. Thanks to be with Hockey Nation Show, directement de la belle province de Québec. Il est de retour avec nous dans la région de Sherbrooke. Hopefully, he's going to be awake until the end of the show. I'm talking about Mr. Nicolas Tegobi Bono. Welcome back in the house. He said 72 joueurs, c'est trop. Selon Nicolas, we're going to talk about this. And our friend, the Triple W, back in the house. Moderators, directly from the Toronto area, ready to rock and roll the show tonight with the Hockey Nation and the Habs Nation, Mr. Luciano Graziano. Co-host of the Locker Room Report and the Weekly Recap, Sunday night and the Wednesday night, Mr. Enoch Tapp, back in the house. And our friend RJ Calabro sit in the house somewhere in New Jersey, ready to be with us tonight, give us all the information about its friend news for the Montreal Canadiens and the NHL. I'm talking about, of course, our friend Mr. RJ Calabro is in the house tonight. RJ, thanks to be with us on the great, beautiful, great Tuesday night. RJ. Dans la belle province de Québec? Non. Dans la région de Bangkok, Thailand, somewhere, maybe on the Asok. I don't know. Maybe is somewhere on the south of Bangkok. I don't know. The only thing we know, he's in the house of the Habs Nation, Mr. Roy. And we're not done with Thailand. We are now a trio of the Thailand people because our friend Maurice Robillard, he's in the south, the Phuket area, somewhere like that. Tani, I believe. I don't know. I don't know the first name of the city. Tani. You have I don't know. The South Tani, I don't know. Anyhow, Maurice Robillard is in the house. Thanks to be with us tonight. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Everybody is welcome. Everyone. It's great to hear every one of you. We have first time, I believe, Channel Zero or Zero, whatsoever. It said Sakowski, Zuzuki, and Caulfield together. Thanks so much to be with us. It's the first time. Welcome in the Habs Nation. If not, welcome back. And don't forget to click on the like and subscribe to the channel. Et dans la région de Montreal, is out of his truck UPS. He complete his day. Ready now to listening to coach directly for the Habs Nation. I'm talking about our friend Gary Cournoyer, the Roadrunner. Dans la région de Ottawa, sit at home, waiting to the show start. Mr. Claude Richard, welcome back. Directly from North Carolina, a little bit north of Fayetteville, I believe. I could be wrong, but he's still back with us. A big fan of the Detroit Red Wings. They got 2 new PTO players, and I'm talking about our friend KLS is in the house. Channel talk about Sakowski, Suzuki, Caulfield, New Hook, Dak Anderson, Pearson, Monahan, and Henneman. RHP Evan Gallagher. Ooh. Oh. What about Armia? What about Pesera? You no room. You no spot. We'll talk about this next couple of minutes. Channel, thanks for sharing with us. Directly from upstate New York, another moderator in the show tonight, Mr. Jose Duarte. Welcome back. And somewhere, somehow, ready to rock and roll. Stop by to say hi to everybody. Jimbo Slewfoot is in the house. There we go. Chanel said, bye-bye, they were wrecking Armia. Yeah, but they are there. This is the problem. They are not there. They are not out yet. And I don't think so. Henneman deserves to be with the Montreal Canadiens right now. Obviously, we'll see what he's going to do in the main camp. But isn't the first plan at some point Devorak and Armia could be traded by Ken Hughes? Is it before the season start? We're going to talk about this in the next couple of minutes because we have to welcome sit somewhere. He may be laid down on the top of his Polaris 440 snowmobile. I don't know yet. Only we know he work on it to be sure they're going to be ready in the next couple of weeks. Just waiting for the snow. William McLary is in the house. Here we go. As I'm talking about, our friend Frenchy back in the house. Frenchy, thanks to be with us. Can use shoot again is the best by far. Again, a good trait. It was his comments for our friend Frenchy. Thanks to be with us, Frenchy. It's always great to have people like Frenchy in the house. He make the channel better. They are all a great people inside with great knowledgeable about hockey, and that's the reason we are back every single night. We need more people sharing this guy with your social media. Tell the people, not talking about me, but talk about this is a great place to exchange our opinion about hockey. And please, we try to reach, we're about like 60 maybe for reach 7,000. Can we get the 7,000 before the season starts? No, coach, but we're going to get the 7,000 before the end of 2023. I feel it. I smell it. I feel this. We'll see what happens. Carter Mazur is going to miss the start camp, Earth, and the prospect tournament. Another prospect, Étienne Morin, de retour avec nous ce soir. Étienne, hopefully doing well. Great having you aboard. J'espère que tout va bien avec toi, notre ami Étienne. Another great survivor. Another great member of the Hockey Nation. Okay, let's talk about Edvinson. Has been clear for contact. Should be ready for the start of the camp. That's a great news. Edvinson played most of the time with the Grand Rapids Griffins in the American Hockey League. We know he's a big defenseman, and we expect Detroit to have him. The problem with Detroit, they don't have a lot of spot as the defenseman at that moment. But we'll see what's happening about this one. Here we go. People are excited about this one. That 801 knocked the door. Long time we don't see the 801. Thanks to be with us tonight. Hopefully going to exchange a couple of opinions about the game tonight. Then Hashem say hi. Good work, coach. It must be hard for you with the time difference, especially the last rookie camp that started at 3. Yeah, it's a mess up, right? It's like you wake up at 2:30, not wake up, but you work at 2:30 a.m. and then you finish at 5, and then you go to bed, and then you wake up. It's just my routine. Do you have a routine in your life? You know what I mean? Like you wake up at 5 in the morning, and then you take a cold shower, and then you prepare to go to the gym, and then you set up your show, you work, and then you work, and then you eat, and then you do your routine of the day. But when it's all messed up, you feel not the same, right? Your body itches, the body is not there. I went to the gym yesterday, guys, at 3 o'clock afternoon. I go back at 3 o'clock. But it was a great opportunity to meet someone at the pool at the same time. So I took advantage of that one. But at the end of the day, my routine is so important. I'm an old, difficult man. Don't change my routine. It's simple, but gym, eat well, walk, and beach, and Hockey Nation, and food market. By the way, I have a story to tell you. I know Maurice and Roy, they are in Thailand. They understand a bit more. But listen, guys, talk about the routine. I'm always the same way. Like I eat almost the same thing. Like it's rare I change my menu, everything like that. So I eat the same thing. I go to night market on the same place every night. During the day I change, but during the night I go more at the same location. And they have about 5, 6 booths. I stop to get food, not every night, but But I always get kebab, chicken for the next day because I don't want to go out after the morning. Rare, so I prepare. I have a couple of food everything. So everybody knows me now, right? I've been there for over 1 year, so they know where I stop everything like that. So I stop to check my chicken first, and then I get my other things, and then I'm going to my next booth, where is a kebab chicken place, and the guy is not there. So I look around and I don't see him. So I have a little bench in front of that. I will sit there. A woman tried to talk to me in Thai. I didn't understand. She smiled to me and everything like that. Didn't understand. So I'm waiting there. The people look at me, but I don't pay too much attention until when I order the chicken stick, he come to me. He really don't speak a lot English. He said thank you and hi, but not much anyhow, like me. And he said, the guy is not here. I said, what do you mean he's not here? He said, and he cannot tell me in English. He said, out. Out. I said, what? He said, the police pick him up and he went to the jail. He didn't say that way, but understood about that. So the boot is still on. The light is on. The chicken on his is there. And the guy is at the jail. So I don't know too much about the story yet, but that's Thailand. You never know about that. So I did not get my food for today. I have to get more food after the show to get some kind of chicken rice or something like that. But yeah, That's in Thailand. Sorry about that. Sometimes coach is a bit left and right. We have a few people in the chat. We'll try to finishing the very quickly. Willie Snyder from Arvada, Colorado, is in the house. He's ready right now for the Colorado Avalanche on this to be ready. Hopefully doing well. Great hockey in Arvada. Great game this weekend. Congratulations, Willie. Are you going to play again Arapao, Boulder? Any other location? I cannot remember every one of them. Jimbo said, I like Pearson. Bring a solid two-way game. We need one of those. Everything like that. 4-1 the Blues. Jeez. I'm going to again Frenchy with the Snake Up. Jake McEnway. We'll get Leon Renault. Roy. So commit Vit. Here we go. Glad to hear that, Roy, about that one of them. Surratt Tanny. Here we go. I knew he was a S about that. Guys, I don't know too much about the name about that. Bergevin said in 10 years, and now trading is hard. You straight each month about that one over there. Tanner has only had 2 full season injury prone about that one over there. Going to talk about this next minute. Moi, je trouve que c'est une transition inutile, Pearson, and que de passage about that one over there. But we get a pick. We get a 3rd round pick. This is a good news for the Montreal Canadiens for that one. Coach, going for under surgery again. Sorry to hear that, Jose. For your surgery, we wish you the best. And hopefully it will be the best way for you. So we wish the best for that one over there. Russell Smith knocked the door. Welcome. And our friend Gary knocked the door. Welcome back. Habs Nation is in the house. Don't forget to click on the likes. Here we go. Mr. Sharks is in the house. Welcome back. Coach, did you see Ottawa hire in the front office? Honestly, I did not. I only have the news for Ottawa Center is Sokolov on that point over there. I don't know. Did they hire someone else? I don't know. I don't know. I look about the news around the Montreal and no. Let me know. They had no clue about that. Franco knocked the door. So the coach in all run order. If you were the coach at Hamilton, how you handle all the kids on the roster, those looking so satisfied, their position during a rebuild. But it depends, right? Martin said we cannot talk all the coach, all the young players. You have to tell me a little bit more about what kind of Ciarelli. Here we go. Peter Ciarelli is new about that. It's about connection in hockey. That's all about. Franco said. It depends, right? The roster is not the only one. That's the reason they add players like Pearson, Savard, Madison, Anderson, and many leaders around surround the young players with the right people for that one over there. About that. For that one. About some person will play 2-6. Anything new going on? Habs Nation. Sean McAndar, hi coach. Another great trait. The pretty trait there. 3 is something. LA's masterpiece is breaking down. Sean McIntyre about the trade today. Thanks to be with us, Sean. Thanks so much for the season. I'm going to explain to you, Sébastien and Nicolas, why the trade is happening. You have to take a little bit more deeper. Remember, we are rebuilding. We are rebuilding. We're not looking to win. We are rebuilding until 2025. With that trade, Montreal Canadiens have 8 picks on the first four or third round in 2025. So 2 on the first round pick, second round pick, and then the third round pick and the fourth round pick. Something similar. They are rebuilding. Remember, we are rebuilding. We're not right now try to win. Who knows? Who do you know inside the chat? Tanner Pearson. It's called culture. Culture. I will tell you a little bit more next couple of minutes. So it takes a month. Russell to stop by. What is that? The video, coach, about the trade. I made 2 videos and they lasted 3 hours. I will skip to the quiz and see is one again. Here we go. About that one there. We have a really quick, only 4 questions tonight. I'll work at the last minute about that one there. Randy Walkman in the house. Welcome back, Randy. Randy is going to be with us the next couple of shows. Talking about the Pacific Division. I need to send you an email, Randy, in the next couple of minutes. By the way, guys, the fantasy hockey is full. We are full for the Hockey Nation Fantasy Hockey Season number 3. We have 16 GM and ready to rock and roll. If you are in, guys, I sent an email last night for me, early for you guys today. Check your email. I ask you, when do you want the draft? Weeknights or weekend, and the time. So take a note about this. Respond to me, and that'd be great if you don't mind to do that. For that. For this, Pearson is in the middle of the comeback. I don't think he wants to be Habs Nation. Coach, you mentioned 2 videos for Detroit. Could I get those names, please? Yeah. Michael Hutchinson, the goalie, the Mr. Survivor. And then they got Artem Animizov, play with the Rangers and the Ottawa Senator a couple of years ago. KLS about that one there. Part of the front office, Luciano for Cherry. Interesting to see that. And then RG talk about, of course, of the Sokolov signing contract. It said the kid did not play for the Penguins. No one would even know of Casey Smith. Welcome in the house. Thanks so much to be with us. Don't forget to click on the likes. Talking about Sidney Crosby. Every year he delivers season tickets holder directly to the home. I just love those moments. Pittsburgh always make a video about that. Crosby stopped by today or a couple of days ago. Just a great human being, Sidney Crosby. About that one over there. Leon Renault, Pearson, a deadline piece. Pierre Torion will have someone looking over his shoulder and Shirley. About that one. For that, in our tab, I gave you the benefit of doubt. You play on this. GSM is another 10% has been activated from the ER long-term injury reserve from GSM. About that one over there, we're going to see the Montreal Canadiens. At that moment, are at $89 million, $6 million under over. And Pearson now is not on the long-term injury reserve. You're absolutely right. GSM was said. Steve G knocked the door. Thanks so much, Steve, to be with us. About that. If I go, the video about you sitting waiting for your usual chicken meal, but so isn't that about hockey, but about talent experience? I didn't see that, but it was like strange to see that, Franco. Last night I was walking on the street. I did not take I did not take a video. I should take a video. They have like at the beach. They have an area. It's the second beach beside the Jumbian Beach. Anyhow, they have a bigger spot, and they have like fitness at 6 o'clock or something like that. But they have a fitness for older people and a fitness for more like cardio, right? and like a P90X. Here we go, P90X. Here we go. But the other one is like strange. I did not do video on that one, but I should take a video. They dress up really strangely. They have some kind of people really strange, and the T-shirt is very strange. And it's not a Zumba I saw in Miami. I can't tell you that. I should make a video about this, sharing with you what I'm talking about. Anyhow, let's move on for the next thing. I will talk to all night. I know Tanner Pearson very well. That guy is a winner, work hard, Roberts, and more. He's a very good with the Nelson Kings. Here we go. How much will a Pearson cost? It costs only Casey Smith at the end of the day. Thanks so much, Luciano, sharing our apparel. You can buy some apparel, guys. Save like a 1.5 because they trade the Smith. And there you go. So they got that one over there. And the cost of the Pearson is 3.26. Pearson at 3.250. And Casey Smith is at 1.8. So honestly, Montreal Canadiens pay right now a little bit more, 1.450. But let's talking about this. I go all around all the people. And we welcome everybody. Thanks to be with us. Don't forget to click on the likes. Here you go, guys. The Montreal Canadiens make a trade today with the Vancouver Canucks. Just getting that announced about like 4 or 5 o'clock afternoon. And already people was comment about that trade. They want to know what's going on, what was the reason they do that, and behind everything. And then you can see the situation for the Montreal Canadiens. Tanner Pearson, guys, is drafted by the Nelson Kings. First round, 30 overall pick in 2012. Play almost 600 game in NHL. Scored, play only 14 game last season. 1 goal, 4 assists for 5 points. And unfortunately, a wrist problem. Diagnostic with a bad surgery. An infection after that. At some point, you have some kind of commentary between the Vancouver Canucks doctor and the staff management and Pearson and the players. Quinn Hughes was a little bit like some kind of drama. We know there was a team with a lot of drama last season. Anyhow, Pearson is full recovery, look like. And behind him, they have more. You have to learn a little more about Pearson, like I just mentioned to you, play 590 game in NHL, 133 goals, 139 assists for a total 272. But behind that, it's not about only the number. What I want you to let you know about the players, first of all, and the reason they did that, right? Montreal Canadiens don't trade just to trade. They have a purpose about every move. And the reason I try to figure out, and I try to look around, and I try to understand, but first of all, they bring some depth in the Montreal Canadiens. The guy is 6'1", 200 pounds, shoot on the left, scored 20 goals 3 years ago, 14 goals and 18 goals, with the pace to score on average about 18 to 20 goals. That's what Pearson bring on the chart of Montreal Canadiens. Secondly, he brings some leadership. He's really a leader. For me, Pearson fit in the culture of Ken Hughes. This is the most important things for the Montreal Canadiens. It's not about only the player play on the ice. It's what they surround the team inside the locker room. This is what you have to starting to understand. It's not about only the number. It's about the fact they bring someone with experience, right? That's the X, right? They bring someone who won the Stanley Cup before. He's a really great working ethic. You have a work ethic. The guys show up, and the most important things, when you hear from the fans and for the teammates play with the Vancouver Canucks at the Nelson Kings, he's really, really, really lovable players inside the locker room. So you got a guy bring a lot experience and understand what it takes to be a great hockey player in the NHL, the consistency, the work ethic, the details to become a professional hockey. So he bring his experience of 10 years in NHL to the young team with the Montreal Canadiens. Unfortunately, his injury the last couple of years did not helping him. We understand that, right? That's the one thing. Remember, Montreal Canadiens did the same thing with Sean Monahan last season. They trade for Sean Monahan to get a first-round pick. But yeah, but they only got a third-round pick. No, you forget the equation, guys. Ken Hughes did two things when he traded Jeff Petrie. He said to him, I'm going to trade you. Then he said the same thing with Casey DeSmith. I'm going to trade you before the season starts. But it's not a big deal, coach. Yes, it's a big deal. It's called the respect. It's called the culture. This is what Ken Hughes building right now in Montreal Canadiens. For around the league, the player will love to play with Montreal because they know the team take care about the players. They understood the life behind the door. And that's one another reason Ken Hughes delivery again today. This is what you have to understand. Every move have a purpose, have a reason behind that. With that, he got a third-round pick in return. This is better at what we know. I always said, you're never going to get more as a goaltender in return. This is the new template in NHL, right? So this is a great move for Ken Hughes around. Now we say, what about the rookie? You lose a spot. You don't lose any spot right now. Don't think that way. Why? Because they understood they are not ready to play with Montreal Canadiens. No one of them. The Enderman is not ready to play. Joshua is not ready to play there. Owen Beck is not ready to play. What they want to build is they want to be sure they go to Laval to build a relationship, friendship, chemistry, all the young prospects, and they push each other to get at some point one spot. This is the reason I'm not worried about that one over there. Because at the end of the day, Montreal Canadiens are not done yet. They're going to make more moves before the season starts. The goal of Ken Hughes, and I don't think he will do it, I don't know, is to be under the salary cap, including carry price October 11th. So don't be surprised. You're going to have players like Jekai, RHP, Sakoski, Harris, Barron, all the contract exempt are going to be down in Laval Rocket at the beginning of the season. Maybe he will waive Whiteman. Maybe he will waive Primo. Maybe he will wait Peseta. I don't know. But my point, and maybe he will trade Joel Armia, Devorak, or any other players somewhere else to drop a salary cap under. This is really the big goal, I believe, for Ken Hughes. So that trade, guys, this is another great what he got an asset, bring experience, bring a leader, and that's simple. That's simple. But what a great summer Ken Hughes did in the last 1 year. He traded Jeff Petrie. He got a second-round pick, a third-round pick, and now he get another third-round pick. And he minimized everything. He sent out Pitlick. He sent out Hoffman. All the bad apple. All the players have no future with the Montreal Canadiens. To add, do you really believe you prefer to have Mike Hoffman or to get Tanner Pearson? You cannot compare. It's a bad apple with a green apple. So this is the reason behind. Again, it's not done yet. It's not over yet. Let Ken Hughes. Since day one, Ken Hughes does an amazing, great job with the Montreal Canadiens. We have an amazing, great coach with the Montreal Canadiens. So right now, just sit, wait, say, I just tell you the reason why they got him. Tanner Pearson. Is it a short time? And maybe for a couple of months? Is a guy carry on a contract at 3.2 for his final year contract? Become UFA next year? And then they can trade him at the traded line if you have a good season. 1 year ago, we talked the same way about that enough. And all the UFA players from Montreal Canadiens. Is it possible they have a good year or bad year? We don't know yet. But that's Shaker, another great player on the top 9. That's one thing. Now, a wrist injury guy is hard to recovery. Many players, like Austin Matthews, he took a couple of months and he still sometimes bother him. Wrist, because that's what everything does, right? You do all the stick angling, shooting, power, it's your strength about your wrist. I don't know how recovery it is. I don't know if he should park the well. I did not look about his news about his an update about his health. But at some point, this is the reason behind that. So they have a lot of great things I just said to you about the reason why Kenny Hughes is so good for the Montreal Canadiens. It's not about winning. We are on a transition to rebuilding. When you understand that, you understand all the move Kenny Hughes is doing right now. But if you're thinking Montreal should win, you're out of the track because it's not the purpose of Montreal right now. They are on the transition to building a team to become better and better and better. And it takes time to do that. Listen, guy, at some time, Lane Hudson pick, 62 overall pick, it came for a trade for Brent Kulak to the Edmonton Oilers. That pick we talk about today. It's not a big deal. What we do that? It could become a really great hockey player for the Montreal Canadiens in the future. That's why you accumulate asset. When you have more asset, picks in your bank, what's happening? You can now, when you're going to become now on the transition to have a great team, now you're going to have more asset. You can trade a package deal to get a solid player in return. You know, someone yesterday talked to me and the chat said, we should trade Caden Cooley. And I said, oh, no. And then all night, last night, I was trying to trade Caden Cooley to the Vancouver Canucks for Elias Peterson. I'm going to talk about this a little bit tomorrow night with Marco and Artap. But that's what we got right now. And the chat, I know the chat was flying left and right. I did not take a look about this, everything like that. RJ Baseball, all right. I don't know if Hughes can deliver the merchandise that come through for the Canadian time. We tell that. Hughes did not care for now about winning. Frankly, it's time to package deal, pick a prospect to a permanent leader, quote elite leader to trade for UFA. It's not the time yet, guys. It's not the time to do that. You're going to try to push the plan. We're not there yet. Like Inartab said, it's time to package it, a pick and a prospect to permanently a leader or an leader through trade or UFA. Guys, we're not there. Why you want to trade right now? Caden Cooley with a first-round pick to pick a players right there. We don't have no goaltender. We have 7 players under 23 years old. We are far to be a winning team, and you want to trade a great prospect. We don't know to fill again the ceiling. This is exactly what happened with Sergachev before. We trade Sergachev without knowing his full ceiling of the players. Now you want to trade a top player, Montreal Canadiens, a Cooley, a Rimbacher, a Mayu, whatever it is, a Zuki, a Dak, whatever who they are. And you don't know yet how they're going to become in NHL. To get what? To get a players right now to can score 40 goals when we don't have no goaltender in the back and we play with no defenseman right now. It's not there. We're not there yet. Why to push the plan quicker? Why not to be patient and wait 2 years before we get there? In 2 years, we're going to know exactly what it looked like. Jacky, Harris, Barron, Cooley, New Hook, and I can go all the way like this. You will know what it looked like. Mézard, Roy, Beck, Hudson, every one of them. Then now you can make a move after that. Until we don't know who they are, who they can become, we need to see that. We need to see how they're going to progress, how they're going to develop, how they're going to fit inside the Montreal Canadiens organization. But I'm disagree when you said we need to trade a player right now, a top players, Montreal Canadiens, to get a solid forward for what? We're not there yet. In my opinion, we're not there. I respect all your opinion, but I don't think it's the right time for the Montreal Canadiens to trade right there. Not there. We still at least 12 months and maybe 24 months before that. We'll see on the draft pick. They need journeyman players. We have a lot of journeyman players in Montreal Canadiens, CFG. We take another show to drop like that. Coach, we have pick coming out of the user. So Pearson go on the long-term vision is good for the team. It's not said they will too much focus on the pick. When I'm just my opinion. Coach was said about Hartman Pearson. Watching Ego is a thing they wonder after Bergeron. I'm very willing to watch them work. They have a plan. It's looking pretty good. Jumbo Canadiens are up to 24 pick over the next 2 seasons. Is my math is right about that one over there? Montreal at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. They are 21 pick, like you said, William. But right? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Half of them are the first 3 rounds. This is where you get great pick. They have guys 6 pick, round 6, 7. This is a long shot home run. Don't worry about that. What you worry always when you're looking for the picks, first round pick, second round pick, third round pick. This is what you're looking for. And then you can trade some of them in 2 years. But Montreal have only 1 pick next year, first round, and round number 2 have 1 pick. It's not their pick, it's Colorado. They trade already the second round pick. So Montreal Canadiens are going to select top 7, and after that they're going to select maybe 55 to 62 with Colorado advantage. 64. So it's not there. It's not a lot of great picks over there. 2025, this is going to be another dimension of the plan about that. For that one over there, we see what we got in the chat. That they're building a team first, then we'll have a lot of left for trade for a big snake. You get the player, one is available. I agree with in our tap. About that, coach, I'm not said today, but in next 2 years, it will happen. It will happen. And 2025, guys, they have 6 pick, 8 pick, like I said, the first 4 rounds. This is a great things they have in their hands to make that play over there. Now, what you said in our tab is right here. What's the reason I said that? Sorry about that. He said it's time to package pick. For me, it's not the right time. Sorry about my voice. I did not suggest. No. I just talked about. You said about prospect. What you said in our tab is this part. Again, I will repeat again what I said. It's time to package pick and a prospect to permanent leader who has an elite either through trade or UFA. It's time to package pick a prospect. But prospect to get something good, you have to trade something big. It's not Thijs Milanik or Philippe Mézard or Sean Ferrer are now going to bring you a top scorer, top 3, top 5 Montreal Canadiens. That's my point behind that. I understand what you want. I understand what you mean by you said the Montreal at some point. Yes, I agree. They will do it. About that. Do I need the regular season to start? I think we all need the regular season start. Coach is getting fired up. Called 91 Thailand Fire Department. Luciano. Having elite players does not equal success. Edmonton are first and best players in the world. Team concept, I agree with you about this one there. About this one, he was right, William. Je suis, good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. All right, Nicolas, good night. I will not do a goalie deal. It's going to be all-star Leon Renault. About that, New Hook and Doc were the tip type of the things Gordon like. So he's already doing it. Here we go for that one. Jimbo, I agree completely. I've been waiting for the NHL regular season to start a month ago. Sebastian, Mr. Danny knocked the door. Welcome, Danny. Thanks to be with our Canadian show tonight on the great Tuesday night. Sebastian, forget Coach is on fire. Listen, Danny. If we rush this rebuilding, we will be like a Rangers. They push the rebuild, and now they are going backwards and cannot sign these players. Here we go. Well said, Mr. Sean, like he does all the time. 21 pick, maybe get one player and develop into the player that's a player and the NHL as Vic. You're right about that. It was going to keep and save the guy. Third pick was the maximum for the Smith right now. Yeah, it was the maximum about that one over there. For sure. All right, good night, Nicola. About this, I never see mention the other time out the winner on the stream. Not as surveys that they can, maybe Joshua. I know the kind of plot Martin Sweet likes. Are going into a depth hole by having all these draft picks and lexical of what if a plus. They are not Steve. They're just rebuilding. That's what they do. They're rebuilding. Right? They clean up the house. That's what you do. They clean up the house. What was the most complaining last year in the Hockey Nation? That enough. Don't go in front of the net. Drouin. Don't work hard. Hoffman. Bad apple. Hoffman is not good. Hoffman is not happy. We heard that many times. All those players are gone. Before that, it was Petrie, not happy, gone. But it takes time. You cannot eliminate everybody. Everybody wants to trade right now, Amiot and Devorak. It takes time. But you just, it's like, why to trade them and get future consideration? Better to accumulate asset. And when you get your asset, you take a chance. It's not because you trade. You get 5 pick and the rounds 5, 6, 7. They're all going to sign with the Montreal Canadiens. Look the lineup of the 72 players. Smilanik, no contract. Tourigny, no contract. Verbetzik, no contract. They're all invited. Spooner, no contract. They pick what they believe is the right thing. So the asset of picks, guys, don't worry about the 21. When I'm looking for me, I said, wait a minute. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 picks the first 3 rounds in the next 2 years. Boy, we have 6 picks at the top first round and second round. Maybe we can get a solid player on between all those 6 picks. Maybe 2 are going to be better. But from them, guys, 3 of the 6 picks I'm talking about came from trade. This is why you need that. Here we go. Let's move on. About that. Mr. AK is in the house. Welcome in the house, Mr. AK with Danny T. For that one. Nandal, coach, make some honey with warm water. Yeah, I need to let all this work. Is magic. Enjoy the ride. I love the ride for right now for me. I love it. I remember Detroit at 3,000 season ticket holder 1982. Then Illich took over new culture in Detroit with painful lose, but still by 90s they were contender. Yeah, Mitch Illich, he gave a lot of money. Uh, Illich, the owners of the Little Caesar. Uh, it was a special owners. Coming soon. Everything on that. Try to pick it up everything here. If we have any other things for that. About that. So for the team captain, the assistant captain, the dismissed trade is not done until person goes at the deadline. If he has a good year or two pick, then we got two, a third, four, a goaltender, maybe a two-third. Either way, that backup is worth. With all this pick. Yeah. I think starting in 25, 26, that will be the right time. Steve, they're going to pick it up over there. And they are missing injury. If they are missing injury, the best player of the last 2 years, they will not pick in the top 10 in next year draft. If the Habs with massive injury and the best player like the last 2 seasons, they will not pick in the top. It would be really sad if we don't go that direction for sure. Checking Arizona 50 plus, only 3 players are under 6 foot, average size 6'3", goalies average 6'4". About that for the Arizona. Here we go. So the beginning of the show was talking about the ad trade Montreal and Vancouver, guys. I need to trade to talk to you guys about the subject of the day. I did not go there. 21 days. Who remember, guys? Carbono, number 21. 21 days before the season start, guys. This is where it's coming. So exactly 3 weeks. And then tonight is about the preview Habs Main Camp 2023-2024. We're going to talk about this. Of course, the trade changed completely the direction of the show tonight. And then following, guys, by the rookie camp, Montreal, I make a video yesterday about the W of the Montreal Canadiens, the recap of the game between the Montreal and the Ottawa Senators. And finally, if you follow, don't forget to subscribe to the Habs Nation, another channel we provide some kind of content about the Montreal Canadiens. And that's what we got tonight on this special edition of the Habs Nation. We're going to be back tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Don't forget, this is a big night about the Montreal Canadiens because Inartap and Marco are going to be with me for the great show of the Locker Room Report. That's happening about that one over there. So let's remove this, guys. Let's talking today. They have a media meetings, media conversation. They invite Rob Ramage talking about a review of the training camp, of the rookie camp in Buffalo, talking about the 3 game. Rob Ramage and Francis Bouillon, they are the 2 players, 2 coaches about the development players. They take care about them. They talk to the players. They go to watching them. They really follow them. And they talk about, in general, what happening during the training, the rookie camp. They evaluate each one of them. They talk about individual. There are many reporters was there asking them some different question about Mézard, Mailloux, and I can go all the way like this, right? And we talked about them yesterday at the show. It was 24 hours. I spoke with Ramage. I said, Rob, what's going on? What happening? And what you feel? And great. They guys, they want to really surround the players, the prospect Montreal Canadiens, the right way, the properly, the right way to make sure they're going to grow with time, right? To grow with development and with a great progression with fun people surround them. They really like the chemistry between players. They was excited to watching them. Some of them never see them play live. And they have a result. You get a Logan Mailloux from day 1 or game 1 to game 3. You can see how he's developed right away. And it's going to be better and better for him. And Laval Rocket will be fun to watch for the upcoming season when they're going to be out. Unfortunately, like any camp, you have some kind of disappointment for fun players. And this is maybe a great moment for them to realize what it takes for them. Example, as for me, Sean Farrell, a really difficult moment during the weekend. But what about William Trudeau? I don't know, guys, but This is the wild card in Montreal Canadiens. This is the reason we cannot trade them yet. That's why you have to wait. How are you going to develop? Trudeau is set in. Trudeau can hit. Tonight, Bruno Gervais compare William Trudeau to Victor Edmond. Wait, what are you talking about? No, he don't say about he's going to be a Victor Edmond. But he said when he went to the Tampa Bay, Bruno Gervais said, when I play with them, when Edmond show up, he said he was all around the place. He didn't know the positioning a lot. He said, really, Rick Bonus, he really took him under his wing. And he really teaching him to adapt and to make some kind of transition with the NHL. He said with William Trudeau, he's not saying he's going to be with Victor Edmond, but he liked the fact how he progressed the same way where he understood the game. He's only 21 years old, same age like Mayu, and he's getting better and better every time. So William Trudeau is another one part of the jam we got. We all jam up on the left defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens. So would be interesting what is going to happening about that one for sure. Is the name circulating in the NHL? Gary Conway, yeah. Kigabano, Cécile. Kigabano, born in Cécile about that. So it was the media guy for Ramesh Bouillon. I invite you, if you want to watching that on the social media on the Montreal Canadiens website, you can rewatch this interview they did in English for Ramesh, most of the time in French for Bouillon. But great perception for both coaches about the players during the weekend, and they want to see them at the main camp. Talking about the main camp, guys, the Montreal Canadiens announced a couple of minutes before we start the live streaming, they announced a new Montreal Canadiens roster for the main camp for the upcoming camp. 72 players include 39 forward, 23 defensemen, and 10 goaltender. A total of 49 players have NHL contract, and 13 have American Hockey League contract for a total of 62. 4 players was invited on the trial basis, and 6 players are not signed to a contract. This is honestly the full roster for the Montreal Canadiens for that tournament. Now, some of you, by the way, if you want to know the schedule of the start Wednesday, mid-score et fitness testing, media ability with head coach Martin Senu at 11 o'clock. Want to definitely be live for watching that. And then Thursday, guys, this is the scrimmage. Start A and B. Then you're going to see C and D. And 4:30 afternoon, I'll be asleep at that moment. But Martin St. Louis. And you can go like this, guy, Friday. And they modify the schedule. Saturday, they modify the schedule. Sunday at 1 o'clock, this is the game, red jersey versus white jersey. Monday night, the Montreal Canadiens play again the New Jersey Devils for the first exhibition game. And Tuesday, they are off day. And then Wednesday, they play, and I can go all the way like that. So I just want to give you a little bit more happening about this. Now, the other people, like Nicolas said earlier, oh my God, 72 players, that's a lot of players for Montreal Canadiens. Relax, guys. All right? They know already who they are. They just gave extra time to watching other players. Laval Rocket and the 12-year Lions and the East Coast Hockey League are not ready yet to start their training camp. So they're going to keep them for a couple of days. And then from A, B, C, D, they're going to drop there at A, B, C. And some after that, you're going to drop at A, B, and everybody will be out. Just normal. Don't worry about the 72 players. Oh, that's too much. Everything like that. The C and D group, they're not going to split all. I don't think they will split all the veterans on different groups. You're going to see maybe the Laval Rocket, most of the players on the group C and D. And I think that's my feeling. Of course, the first one pick, like Mézard, maybe play on the top 2 groups. I don't know the group yet. I did not see the list of the group yet. But that would be my perspective, my prediction about that. If I was coach, I don't want to be Parker John play with Zuski on the line, right? That makes sense. So Don't panic with the number of the players they have, the Montreal Canadiens, for that on that one over there. Thanks so much to Today Media with Ramesh Choubion. Thanks so much, Luciano, to provide everything here for everybody, guys. We have a lot of great comments here for everybody. Thanks so much for to be joining us. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. Sebastian, just does not spot. I don't know about that one. Ready? You're welcome. It's no Yager about that one. Yeah, one should better, I guess. So, like many of events start to evaluate even more of the got unsure about that. They played the Scary Devil, said it's not face blue line. Hey, is about that. Because he signed 12 players to the PDO. Rick Bengal is in the house. So welcome back, Rick. Luc Laforcine knock the door. Welcome, Luc. Thanks so much to be with us dans la région de l'Ange-Gardien du Québec. Who helped their team win more que Carbonneau? Yaga is Carbonneau about that one over there. And the people in the chat about okay. And then so we got here. I just want to follow up with everything. So this happened, guys, for the main camp for the Montreal Canadiens for that one over there. Now, one thing we know, guys, at the main camp now, battle for the spot. We still, some people say, I have no spot anymore. The battle for the spot, guy, is the right defenseman. Remember, the second year, the jinx of the second year, the more, I don't know how you have a special name for that year in English. I cannot remember, more jinx second year, right? Everybody go through that. I don't know it's mental, but it is what it is. So, right defenseman, we have a spot. Who's going to get it? Is it Lindstrom, Kovacevic, Barron, Whiteman? I don't know. But you have a spot right there that you can go. Now, they can, of course, move a left defenseman like Coley Harris on the right side. But they have 9 defensemen right now. But you have one spot, you have to take it, and then you have the extra spot, someone has to take it. So, whatever you said, you have no spot, but you have some battle for the spot inside the team. No chance for Mayu, Rebecca, name it, all the rookies or all players coming there to the camp. Most of them are going to be back at Laval Rocket or where they're going to belong. That's happening to them for sure. So take a note about that. That's going to happening for the Montreal Canadiens as a right defenseman. Now I put right wings over there, and the reason I put the right wings there, guys, is because we don't know, and I don't know who's going to be the top 3 on the top 3 line on the first and second line. Sorry, right winger.
Super chat.
Super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Rick Bengal did it again. Super chat, Rick Bengal, trap, reverse. Rick Bengal did it again, ladies and gentlemen. Rick Bengal for the great super chat of the night. We should about that one over there. Thanks so much for that one. We love the super chat. Rick Bengal with Dimitra are going to be on the road at some point in March. So we don't know. I don't know if it's going to be Monahan, Kirby Duck, Anderson. So what would be interesting to watching that is to see what the Montreal Canadiens head coach Martin Saint-Louis are going to make those kind of line for the upcoming season. We're going to talk about those lines. But again, this is a spot. Some people want it. If you're Josh Anderson right now, Alex Newhook, Sean Monahan, and maybe other players, I want that spot to play with Suzuki and Caulfield. So again, there will be another fight there. Then, the 14th forward. Montreal Canadiens have some option. They can start the season with 13 forward, 8 defensemen, 2 goaltender. Or they can go with 14 forward, 7 defensemen, and 2 goaltender. 23 is the maximum. I predict Montreal maybe go with 14 forward. But who is going to get that spot? This is where a lot of players fight for that spot. Like I said earlier, I don't expect Farrell, Beck, Roy. Any player like that. The only one could make something special is Henneman. But we still have Jesse Alonen. We still have Michael Peseta. Then after that, you have the waiver exam. RHP and Sakoski as a forward. Any other player guy, I have to go through the waiver. Can Montreal make a trade before the season starts? Can they trade Armia, Devorak, Pearson? Who knows? But it's going to have a fight to stay in the roster between Ilonen, Henneman, or Peseta. I don't know what will be the answer. That one there, the time will tell us. But this is another location. This is another place where the Montreal Canadiens are going to have, again, another fight from the inside, the internal team. They have to figure out that. That'll be something very interesting to see that. A lot of people about Yager, guys. I'm pretty sure you talk about Yager, but I'm not going to talk about Yager tonight. How do you event the locker room? Think the lack of the space, the hot weather, the shower. So far, take some more break again for that one. Keles looking remember the experiences last season. Yeah, that's the point behind that. Keles, well said about looking ribbon, did it. Mason McDavish, I don't know if Mason McDavish. Someone else I read today about that. Thanks so much again, Rick. Can you see Mezak taking Jake Evans' spot on the roster? Not this year, Gary. Great question, by the way. And guys, we have 10:10 right now. I'll be alive. I'll be alive. Hopefully, I'll be alive many more days. But I'll be live for a couple of more minutes. Any question now? I took tonight to open up with Montreal Canadiens before we talk about NHL. But if you want to talk about it's fun news, it's fun Q question, sharing with me, I will go in this. I will really now for the rest of the show talking more about the people in the chat, so I can exchange with you. That'd be great. So this is with Jan Meza, guys. Really great, strong last season in the OHL with the Hamilton Bulldog. Obviously, you have not many spots last year as a center with the Laval Rocket. And like Trudeau, or maybe not Trudeau, like Barron and RHP, he does not have a great training camp last season. And he started with the Laval Rocket, not the right foot, with 4 line, not many TOI, and he had to fight for the spot in the middle of the line as a center. He became the 4 line over there, and he struggled. I think sometimes, guys, when you play hockey for many years, he's been like a great hockey player. You get your TOI. You play always on the top 6. It's hard for the top players to play top 6 and one day become bottom 6. Some of them never happened to them before, and I think Mezak is one of them. I feel like he was searching himself. New location, new place, new language, new coaches. It's a lot at the beginning. I feel like he never recovered with injury, by the way, during the season. So it's a new, fresh year for him. I think he could have a chance right now to play on the top 9 for the Laval Rocket for the coming season as a center. We see a lot of great highlights for him, flash from Jan Mezak during the rookie camp, but it's a rookie camp, right? But now definitely. Now, can he become a guy playing in the NHL? He could. I don't know why. I feel more like a winger at the center. I don't know why. I see this for him. He can pick a spot like Jake Evans for sure, Gary. Great question about that one over there. For that, thank you again, Mr. Rick and Dimitra. There we go. Try to see what other things in the chat. Talk about the trait. Rick, yeah, I just finished about that one over there. On that one, for sure, compare Slav to Yager. Yeah, some people compare Sakowski to Yager last season, but we have the time. As was a 20 plus with two. Have 20 plus with 2 or fewer year on their deal. The team is going to change greatly by 2025. On the perfect wall, Anderson play on the third line from Littlefossen. Could happen there. Thanks so much for all the like we got so far. Thank you, RJ, to compare with this. Flame are going 13-7-3 for that one, for sure. Anderson, no IQ. I see Les Anderson challenge to no way he wants just to play the American Hockey League. Yeah, I can understand that, Nicholas. It's not a players like Eneman could try to make the roster, but at least he have an amazing campaign. Again, still, I think they would said to him, look, go back to the American Hockey League, start to play over there, show to us, carry on that team with shoulder, bring your experience with the players over there, take care about the young players like Mizar and everybody else, and then we're going to give you some rewards if we have some kind of injury between that. That would be my feeling, Nicholas, for Elias Anderson. And I think this is the thing, guys, when you talk about culture and hockey. Imagine like they take Anderson over Pesada. The player inside of the room, they've been with Pesada for a couple of years. They see how he work hard, how he accomplished some kind of specific role with the Montreal Canadiens. And then they said, look, they send Pesada out and they bring Anderson. New players that never played with the Montreal Canadiens. And I don't say it's very bad, but at least like you are a star, like someone like crazy. I don't see that. I don't. Sorry if I go left and right with that subject, but quiz, Danny. Yes, we have a quiz tonight. Who will Pearson replace on the roster? Honestly, it don't take any spot for the Montreal Canadiens because they don't know. Now, the problem behind that, on the left winger, you have Sakowski, RHP, New Hook. On the left winger, and Caulfield play usually on the left winger too. So I just give you 4. That's not including Pesada. And the extra is Jake Evans. So just give you an idea right there. And I don't name the name of Pearson yet. So I think a top Pearson play on the top 9 is really great. Is it Caulfield, New Hook, RHP, Sakowski second line? Is it Pearson second line? I don't know. But this is what's happening there. About that. Caulfield was a quiz on the show. Little people, sorry, chat that mean. About that. Question, does it show on the screen right away when your person does a super chat donation? Not for me. What? Not. The chat I have on my back door tell me right away. But the link or the overplay, is it overplay? I think you call it overplay. The widget pop up maybe like 5 to 30 seconds later. So honestly, between you and me, I can have nothing to hide. So once someone does it in the chat, I know already. So I prepare the music, everything like that, and I know I have to be ready to make some move. But we appreciate everybody, guys, for all the super chat you bring to the support the channel. You can become a member, guys, at $1.99 per month. You can become. Guys can do a super chat. You can send a coffee, buy a coffee. You can helping on the apparel. You can go now for NHLshop.com for our link. You can buy jersey over there. That's under affiliation marketing, and more to come the next couple of days before the season start. We're still working on different affiliation marketing to helping the channel to stay alive. That's simple at the end of the day. For that. Mizak is great on the face-off. At least he was a junior. Yeah, he's a great on the, he's a great there over there. It's just like sometime, Nicholas, I was trying to reference because maybe the position of center in Montreal could be full at some point, but I think he could become a winger too. It was a good trade. I think Rick Bengal, I think it was for sure. I agree with you about that one. Okay, the management coach start bringing down the roster. I can down to 24 players with reserve. Oh, this will be only in October, Sebastian, at the end. Because at the end, guys, from 72, they will drop at 60, 54, 30, 40, 38, 30, and then going to go at 26, 27, 28, maybe 2-3 days before. Why? Why they don't go 23 right away? Because the salary cap. So they will try to go under salary cap, and maybe the day before they will send maybe 5-6 players to Laval Rocket as the waiver exam, and then they're going to call back after the day after that, so they can apply carry price on the long term. So it's a little bit like administration salary cap. That's the reason you're not going to see 23 players right away before, only at the last minute. So it's okay would be the next Mika Rentanen. For that one over there. Question, what will happen to a defenseman from Wings and Petritrate? Well, he's going to fight for the spot, Randy, Gustav Lindstrom. The good news, the bad news now. It all depends how they're going to use a left defenseman on the right defenseman. But if you don't do that, right, let's see they don't do that. I think that Justin Barron is going to be sent in Laval. Waiver exam, and they're going to keep Lindstrom, Kovacevic, Savard, and then it all depends now after that how they're going to do with Harris, Jacky, and Whiteman. Jacky, White, and Harris are waiver exam, but I don't think so. Them they would leave the team, like they would send the team. So if Lindstrom does not perform well, but they could send him in Laval and they could lose him on the waiver. It's all about big decision at the end of the day. It would be interesting. I feel for me they will waive Whiteman. They will send Barron. And then after that, they could send for a couple of days a guy like Harris and then call back right away after that. If they don't want to lose Lindstrom on the waiver. That would be an option. Nat is in the house. Welcome to the house. Then we have a long way to go for that, Rick. I don't agree. If you cannot even move a fourth liner because the locker room loves certain guys, then you are not a pro team, a best player play, not the most popular one. Not agree with you, Nicholas. I will tell you why. It's because inside the locker room, it become brothers. It's a team. They understand the business behind that. Right? But to waive a players after he gave 4 or 5 years to the team, play a specific role with the team, fight for his teammates, to show up for the team, accept his role, never said anything, to open the door to someone pop up, play on the 4 line, did not gain his rewards right away. He's only a great camp. That was the problem. Now, if you have a open spot, that's another conversation. That's the reason I said that. And that's what I want you to understand my point of view about that situation. What happened if they send Pesada to Laval, he get claimed, right? So Pesada is out of the picture. What about if Les Anderson, after 7-8 game, 0 points, 0 goal, and he played only 9 minutes, 8 minutes. So you have to be sure if you remove a player already in the locker room to open a door for someone, do you want to be sure that player can play that role? Can Elias Anderson fight like Peseda? Can Elias Anderson become a forward power? That's my point behind that. There was example, Jake Evan out for Elias Anderson. I don't know. For me, I will not do this. If Elias Anderson was my top players, top 6, I would consider other option. But changing 4 quarters for $1, I already know what Peseda is. I've been with him for 2 years coaching him. I don't know yet what Elias Anderson is really. I didn't see enough on the ice to open the door for him yet. That would be my option. That would be me. That would be something I will always consider before I do make a move. Because you don't want to break the locker room. Never. In my opinion. For that one over there. Do you see Montembeault stay with the Montreal Canadiens? Right now, yes. They don't have any goaltender ready to rock and roll for them. And they won't really see Montembeault what he look like. This is the year what Montembeault had to show up and move to Montreal Canadiens. What kind of goaltender he is in the NHL? Is it a backup number 2? Is it a guy can become number 1? Those answers going to be those questions going to be answered during the season. By the way, they're going to use Samuel Montembeault. So not only like by stat, like 3 points, 26, and save percentage of 915. It's more about the fact how he's going to performing every night, how he track the puck, how he control his rebound, all the kind of different details of the game. His T-push and the physicality, flexibility, agility, rapidity, all the stuff like that, really. But great question about that. That's the culture. That's the culture in Montreal, Nicholas. And that's a great way to build a team. That's a great way to build a team. In my opinion, New York would prove to be a better Kodak. This have a couple of not worries. I'm still not sure about New York. I need to see more before I make a statement about New York. Because he never delivered what it was his expectation in Colorado for that one there. For that there. But it's great. Question, Coach Pierre, what is the value of $1 Canadian dollar in that currency? For here, $1 I think is about 37 baht. So 35 baht American or Canadian is $1. So I don't know if I can consider this that way over there. So you get about like maybe a few more baht in return for $1 Canadian. Honestly, my money is American, so it's difficult for me to talk more about the Canadian. But money, American money, $1 American is equal 35 baht here. So I go like this. So every time I spend 35 baht, I know I spend $1. Do you think the team should load manage the players to do 100% use the game of the bring a rookie from time to time? But they only bring the player are ready to rock and roll and they are ready to play in the NHL, first of all. Secondly, they're going to see, with no injury, I don't see any rookies right now with the Montreal Canadiens. But during the second half of the season, they're going to consider, all right, maybe have some injury. Maybe they will say, you know what? Maybe we can put a player on the injury for for 1 week, example, and bring someone from the Laval to testing them at the end of the season. You maybe have some player like Mayu Roy or any other prospect Montreal they can call up. Last year, how many we got? Belzil, we got RHP, we got Barron. and Islanen, and you know who they are. So it could happen, but I don't see at the beginning of the season. I want Sokoski to be great, but we fumbled his development is my but he has a potential. It's just so little was show at other level. What the time we tell us for Sokoski, I still believe he could become a good forward in NHL. Second line, hopefully better at third line. But I don't see right now as a full line, first line with the Montreal Canadiens. As a guy can carry on 20 goal to 32 goal per year. He can make about 50 to 60 points per year. And he can be that kind of second line. This is what we got for the Montreal Canadiens. And this, he reached that level for the next 3 years. This is a perfect move for the Montreal Canadiens. They take time, they're teaching him, they develop him, and he progresses during that journey to become that kind of player for the Montreal Canadiens. And this is what hopefully he can become for the Montreal. André Lafrenière, qui va prendre la place d'un jeune pour un pas qui n'a jamais bon pour le choix de troisième. Savoir, j'aurais ramené André bien avant lui, et c'est chez nous. En défoulé, André, la raison de laquelle ils ont pu obtenir Bouvier, c'est à cause que le Vancouver Canucks vont le signer l'an prochain quand il va devenir agent libre. Donc, c'est la raison pourquoi Bouvier n'était pas dans la discussion entre le Montréal et le Vancouver pour un échange. Donc, c'est pour cela. Donc, Montréal ont laissé aller un gardien de but qui n'avait pas besoin. Ils ont obtenu un troisième choix de repêchage. Ils ont reçu un joueur qui a beaucoup d'expérience, qui amène beaucoup de leadership. Elle pourrait aussi être sur la liste des blessés si jamais son poignet n'est pas rétabli. Et c'est un autre joueur qui, à la fin de son contrat cette année, pourrait être échangé à la trade deadline au mois de mars. Donc, tout ça, ça n'enlève pas. Puis, deuxièmement, ça n'enlève pas un spot, André, parce que Montréal n'a pas de recrues présentement qui pourraient jouer dans l'année nationale. Ils ont pas, Heinemann n'est pas prêt, Roy n'est pas prêt, Beck n'est pas prêt. Donc, à la fin de la journée, ça n'enlève rien pour Montréal, les Canadiens de Montréal, un spot. Ça renforce les Canadiens de Montréal, ce côté coach, d'avoir un joueur comme Todd Pearson versus Pessoa. I really want Barron to be successful as a right defenseman. We'll see what happens about him. I want you to be right. Lindstrom is a career minus defensively. I'm not sure if he's better than Kovacevic. I'm not sure it's about Kovacevic. About this. I would say, Jimbo, do not much worry, guys, about the stat minus and plus. For me, it's not what I'm really, what I want to see is the cap control. His box is big, is box out. His tickling, is skating, forward, backward, edge work, positioning, stick, vision, carry on the puck, move the puck, play well on defensive zone. All the details. For me, minus 39. Maybe the goalie behind me was not very good, and maybe other point behind that. So I will not go about that one over there. Stop it, coach. I'm going to cry, Mr. Luke. Our HP fade at the end of the season. Pritzking, he will struggle this season. So he need to become a true top 6 forward for the Habs to improve as a team. It will take time. I don't see our HP fade at the end of the season. I think he did a lot. Now he's going to compete with a spot with Sarkowski. Two fun players. I don't think Sarkowski should be top 6 right away at the beginning of the season. I think he have to go down. When I said down, bottom 6, and learning again. Learning. About that. That mentally is loser mind. Never going to win if you don't allow the best play. Again, you don't get it, Nicholas. Let's see, guys. Let's put Elias Anderson at the beginning of the season because he have an amazing main camp. And let's move out our HP. When you have no spot, right? What would be the focus or what would be the purpose of Montreal Canadiens lose players on the team they already have to open a spot for someone for 3 game, 4 game, 5 game, try to play NHL and never make this happen. When the Montreal Canadiens have already Dak, Suzuki, Devorak, Jake Evans as a center, to lose a players like Les Anderson or any player have a really great camp. This is the point. You don't try to lose a players on the waiver. At least that players you put on the waiver have no future with the Montreal Canadiens. If the player you want to bring, Les Anderson, do you think he's going to be better to Kirby Dak or Nick Suzuki? If it's the case, worth it. But if it's not better at Jake Evans or Christian Devorak, why are you going to keep him and now to leave and let it go Jake Evans? What would be the purpose? What would be the reason behind that, Nicholas? Because the guy have only a better camp? So what you try to leave the message for the team is this way. If I'm a player right now, so if I show up this year, I did a lot for the team, and now they're going to let it go, this guy and the bottom 6 for open up a door for a guy like never play and never have a great expectation in NHL for because you have a great main camp. If you want to have a great winning culture, you said Leon Anderson, go back to Laval, put 20 goals in the first 15 game of the season, right? And then you prove it. You can be a great hockey player. Let's go back now. We're going to call you up. Until you now prove it, I will not remove a player been with the team for many years, sacrifice to open the door for only a player just have a great main camp and not my top 6. And I'm going to make it this again, Nicholas. Top 6. Top 6. This is the key behind that. Top 6. That's what you have reason. I'm not talking about RHP. I'm not talking about a player who was developed by the Montreal Canadiens. I'm talking about players coming from outside the team, signed as only 24 years old as a UFA, come inside the team. It's not a top 6. Yeah, you have to take all the little details I mentioned to you right now. If it's Joshua Roy is coming and he make a great main camp, you want to keep him, this is another story. They draft him, they build him, they progress him, they develop the players. That's another story. That's the reason behind that. That was the purpose of the keep Les Anderson versus any other players at the bottom. For me, that would be the way I would do that. For that, Evans could do a lot of good things, especially in defense on the PK. We need Barron and Mayu to be ready 2 years from now. Yeah, absolutely right, Rick. I think two players could grow together. I think Barron at the beginning of the year, Laval could be good for him. Not only for him, but the player can play with him. Trudeau with Barron or Barron with Stubble. I think Baudin will be my top 3 players right now with them. And yeah, don't forget we have Norlander with the Laval Rocket. It's jam already, guys, in Laval. For that, for this, Les Anderson will be one of the first call out for Laval, one of the forward. If it's not get injured for the Habs, it could be, right? But if I have same equal choice, I will always take a player drop on the Montreal Canadiens versus Les Anderson. That would be my way to do that. Equal. Now, if Les Anderson scored 12 goals the first 15 games, and he really deserved to be called up, that's another story. But equal, a little bit slightly, I will go with my player I drafted before I called up Les Anderson. For that, you have to have a remplacement for a roster guy before you can trade him. Is there a player better than Amia? We'll find out. But the problem with Jimbo with Amia is the contract, right? I still believe Montreal is going to make more move before the beginning of the season, by the way. For that, will Primo Clay coach? This is a question, guys. The Montreal Canadiens are a little bit concerned about that. Why? Because, remember, if Primo is out, Montreal have only Tobes as a goaltender, and they have other choice like Verbitzik. They don't have a lot of goaltender. Stay with the Laval Rocket. That's a bit, they are really worried about that. Now, can Primo slide up? At the end of the day, guys, when the Panthers waived Montembeault, they thought he's going to be clear. They thought nobody would take at 24 years old and with a 3-point save percentage, 0.89. Always a team. He said, you know what? Why not to give a chance and send him an American Hockey League? We need a goalie anyway. So, point behind that, Randy, is like, I cannot say it will be claimed because you always have those kind of perception a team could get a guy like Primo because they need a goalie at the bottom and they don't worry about the pay, $800,000. Now, the fact, I believe he has only 1 week contract, Primo. Let me check about this one again. I think he is. Here we go. He carry on. He just signed a contract, guys, for 3 years last year. So this is the second year of the year. If they pay him, they have to pay him, guys, $800,000. And then after that, you have to pay him $1.1 million. So when you look about his salary cap, this is a place where I believe they maybe said, you know what, we're not going to pick him up. He said, I've carried on 2 years, and they have to pay him like almost $2 million playing American Hockey League. Not many teams can afford that. So when I see those information there, Randy, I said 99%, I don't think so, people will claim him. But great question about that, Randy. For that was up by guy with him for out, and we'll see what we got here. I can wait to trade. Steve said, can I trade for more ad players after they develop? I don't know why I lost this one player. They develop, they keep up in Montreal. Will be interesting. At some point, you have to make a trade, and we'll see how they're going to look about that for sure. 26 COVID-free bat in our top. But for Canadian, 26.8. Wow, that's low. That's 27 baht. It's almost like 9 baht, 7, 8 baht cheaper. Wow, did not know that. Great to say that, Rudolph. Great point about that. Like I said, I don't follow them. Coach, breakfast a restaurant that costs how many baht? At breakfast in the morning, I would say to you, you can get like, an American breakfast is more, higher. Like it's about 130, 125 baht. So we will get, I would say, about $4. An American, ham and toast and eggs and sausage, something like that. But if you want to get a good food, Thai food breakfast in the morning, I would say to you, like an omelette, everything like that, you can get less 150, 120, 150. Worst case, I would say to you, $2. You get eat a very good breakfast, Thai food at the morning for that. Well, if Montreal optional culture, then everybody should just ask to be traded. Why they try to push for a spot if they already decide by culture? I don't get it. Do you want to smile or win? Again, Nicholas, I don't think so. You get it yet. I'm talking about a specific player like Elias Anderson. You have to understand that. I'm talking about Elias Anderson. I'm not talking about Joshua Roy, Philippe Mézard, Logan Mailloux, David Rebacker, the player they develop in the draft. I'm talking about a guy coming from outside the organization. A guy would be only at the bottom 6. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a team have no spot at that moment. And to have a spot, you have to remove a player already been with the Montreal Canadiens. This is what I'm talking about. So don't try to tell me or don't say thing I did not said that, or you try to say, but it's like the way you talk, Nicholas, is this way. All right, we start the main camp, guys. Nobody, no right now, Zuski. If you don't have a main camp, Elias Anderson have a better camp. I'm going to remove Zuski out of the lineup. This is the way you're talking to me right now. Because you tell me if Elias Anderson have a great camp, he should be in the roster of Montreal Canadiens. That's what you said to me right now. So I said, okay, now we have to remove players. So we tell at the beginning of the main camp, guys, you have no secure job here right now. Everybody start at 0. So if someone have an amazing, great main camp, I'm going to keep you because we want to win. That's the way you talk right now. That's my point behind that. I hope you understand what I tried to explain to you. You cannot remove players just because someone have a great main camps coming from the outside of the organization. That's what I try to explain to you. So the culture is really important inside the organization. Yes, it is. Whatever people laugh at me right now, you have no culture, you cannot win. Hello, Toronto. Hello, Edmonton. That's where you start. You try to build a culture. Start to build a culture, start with the human being, the respect inside the room, the awards, the rewards. That's why I try to explain to you, yes, it's not about smile. It's about culture, leadership. And that's what I said. Again, I will repeat. You have to deliver over delivery Elias Anderson. I'm talking about Elias Anderson. I'm not talking about Joshua Roy right now. I'm not talking about you bring on the table Elias Anderson. For me, I will not cut a players to open the door for Elias Anderson. At least I have a spot open for him, but I don't have right now. So what I would say to Elias Anderson on my office, I said, look, Elias, have an amazing, great camp. I'm very proud of you. You showed to us you have a lot of skill. But at that moment, Elias, for the benefit of the team right now, it would be better for you to go to Laval, go play over there, give everything you have, teach the young players the experience, what it takes to become hockey professional players, be a leader over there, score the most goal you can get or play your best you can be. If ever it does not work here with Montreal Canadiens, can have no spot, I guarantee you, Elias, I'm going to try my best to trade you somewhere you can have a chance and opportunity to play in NHL. This is how you build a relationship. This is how you build a culture. And that's how you build a trust, a loyalty, an integrity, a passion, a compassion about someone. This is how you build a culture. This is how you act inside the locker room. That's how you act inside an office as a coach. Eyes to eyes, man to man, face to face, sit in the office. If you don't do that, that's how you think about smiling. Yeah, other things behind the door inside of running a team. And this is what it takes to build a culture. That's what it takes to have a great locker room. It's about integrity and loyalty, and of course, with respect, with trust. How you talk to the players, how you motivate the player, how you give him everything you can get, how he trusts you, how you believe on him, how you give him this confidence, and everything like that. That's how you make a great organization hockey club. From the top to the bottom. And this is what they need to have in Montreal Canadiens. And that's what they deliver every single day with Jack Gordon, Ken Hughes, Martin Saint-Louis, Bouillon, Ramage, Poulain, and all the gang, the player they have right now, the staff management. If not, it's not going to work. Not going to work. That's what I would feel to do this. Not again you. I just give you my own opinion. I respect your opinion, but for me, I will not open the door for Elias Anderson that way. I have no spot. My board is full right now. I have no spot. Anyhow, I'm on the show. Well, I was on the show with George Larac. All right. I'm sure there will some point in the season for that question. How important is having a successful Rocket team? It's really important about that now. Successful American Hockey League team, Rudolph, it's not only judged on the winning, right? But when you win, when you performing, you bring enthusiasm, positivity, it's better for the team together. The player learn at a young age to get 2005 when the Hamilton Bulldog from nowhere with Carey Price pop up over there and they win the Calder trophy or they make the finals. That changed them a lot. So a team like they're going to have a really struggling team at the beginning of the season. Expect that. These are new players playing the American Hockey League for the first time. It would take adjustment and transition for all of them together. But they already built that showcase. Many of them, 10 or maybe 14 of them are going to be with the Laval Rocket. So they get already that chemistry. Now is to play as a team together. I don't see like a really great team like 600. I would be more a team like 500. They won't be struggling. But in 2 years, that team will be very interesting to watch and they're going to grow together. So it's important not only winning, but more important as a team together. Players, prospect, they grow like this for that. Like this one, why add McDavid is got popular guys already. Why add McDavid is you got popular guys already. I'm not sure, Nicholas, about McDavid with Montreal. Coach, your blood pressure? No, because when I talk like this, guys, because this is my DNA. This is what I was born to be with. This is what I coach that way. This is what I love to do. This is what you need to build a team, a winning team. This is all about. I'm telling you right now, when you talk like this, the people in the fans and the players sit in front of you, they open their eyes big. The parents look at you like, oh my God, this is what I'm looking for. This is what we want to be with. Because you carry on your passion through your heart, your voice. You show the people what it takes. You buy in, you're all in, you want in. You want to be there. You want to represent the logo. What is the logo in front of you? What you represent that logo? And the main thing I just talking about, Elias Anderson. Elias Anderson going to get out this office with smile because now he know what to do. He would be disappointed to get caught, but he know now to go Laval. Now the next 2-3 weeks, Jean-François Hull is going to call me and let me know how he respond. His behavior, his body language, his action. And that's what after that, month after that, when we need a call up, did he respond well? Justin Barron did last year. He responded well. called the details, guys. You have to go the details. You have to go under. It's another thing you don't see that around the team. Look at Danny. Yeah, this culture thing is a beginning. Get the ridiculous. A coach describe it right now. Here we go, Nicholas. If the way you talk, Nicholas, I will say one thing to you. The way you said is at the beginning of the camp, you sit in front of the players said, no one here is guaranteed to have a job. If you have a great main camp, I'm going to keep it. So Nick Zuski, if you have a bad camp, I'm going to put you out of the game, out of the team. I'm going to put Elias Anderson, he has a better main camp. This is the way, Nicholas, you're going to build a team. I don't know what kind of team you're going to get at the end of the year. Because that's what you express right now in the chat. That's what you give us right now, your description of the... You said to us, Elias Anderson have a main camp, a great main camp. He has to be in the team. So you remove who? Suzuki Caulfield? Because you have a bad camp? Don't work that way. Sorry, but I don't know. But it's not to work that way. Sakaski, sorry, buddy. First round pick? No. We want Elias Anderson to have a better camp this year. Let's see next year what you look like. That's the way you talk right now, Nicholas. Don't go around right now. Don't try to go around. I'm talking right now the way you express in the chat right now. So maybe I'm ridiculous, maybe I am for you, but I'm telling you right now exactly the word you just said in the chat. If Elias Anderson have a better camp to anybody else, he should be in the team and remove a players, whatever who they are, out of the team. Because Elias Anderson have a better camp. That's it, that's all. So if Elias Anderson have a great camp, if Joshua Webb have a great camp, if a player invite have a great camp, you have to remove now players that already been there with contract and to the bell. And that's the way we work here in the Montreal Canadiens from GM Nicholas. That's the way you talk. Or at least, if not you talk that way, explain to us in the chat the way you want to express. What kind of thing you want to build? A guy have a really main camp, a great main camp, that's it, that's all, without no development, and that's it. So he said to me right now, look at me, you have a great main camp. Sorry, David Savard, you're out. It's not Kovacevic, buddy. Sorry, but you're out. That's, for me, I don't say it's ridiculous. For me, I would say to you, it's not the way I will build a team. That's my difference between you and me. I will not build a team that way. Just because someone have a great main camp. Other things go into that, involved with that. And with salary cap, you have the decision you cannot take because you have to go under, you cannot control the salary cap. You have a limit, $83.5 million. Player have a contract. You cannot remove in the team only because someone like Elias Anderson have a great main camp. We talk about Elias Anderson right now. Don't forget your point of view right now, Nicholas. We talk about Elias Anderson. That's my point here. Too many great names, and they are still become a member. If you enjoyed that, coach, bring us every day. Thanks so much, Steve G. I appreciate that there. Yeah, okay. Nobody move any quad players on the team already. Thought we were talking about who is the best player. You make it sound like a nope. Most popular player, understand. Yeah, I understand. Now, what you try to tell me is a popular. It's not about popular players, Nicholas. It has nothing to do with popular players. It has nothing to do with popular players. What I try to explain to you is, I don't want to go there again. Just what I said for the last 10 minutes about that. Nothing against you at all about that. At bottom 5, no one use crying guys or would get another top 3 picks. Leon Renault. The top job in EGM is look like a puzzle. Age trade coming at the time you don't do 6 months. No, take 3 years to build a real good team, Frenchy. Example, look at Joshua record and the QM is Sasaki record and Liga. OMG, it's not even close. Look at the number of the games Joshua has played in the last 3 years, almost 200 versus how many for Savikeski. I will say to you that way, I can understand your point of view, Rick, but I will say you one thing. It's very difficult to compare players with only point a games. Everybody have the unique. I will say to you example, Rick is take the same path or the same road, put five players together, whoever they are, you know, put their name in the back of the jersey and give them the same opportunity the same way. Play in American Hockey League or play in NHL or play under whatever you want them to develop. The five players together, right? At the end of the day, you're going to have five different results and outcome at the end, Rick. So for me, what I try to explain to you, it's no matter what Roy did 200 game or Sakoski play 100 game. What about Shane Wright or any, Nemec or Jiricek? At the end of the day, it's what they're going to do when they got draft and until they reach their full potential or their ceiling at the end of the day. And that's what are going to see how they're going to finish at the end. Until then, you have too many things it's not you cannot control to get the result at the end. But I can understand your point of view because we all agree, you and me, more time you play game, more time you are on the ice, better you increasing your development. This is black on white. But I just want to give you another way what I feel like you have to be careful all the time when you compare things about players' development about this. Sakoski could be an American Hockey League last year. It never going to be what it's going to be one day. You never know. So I don't said for me, I don't want to criticize the way they gave them the direction. For me, we'll see in 3 years what he's going to get out as a hockey player. With the path, the Montreal Canadiens believe it was the right things for him. Until then, it's very hard for me to get that. But I can understand the point of view. Gordon has an history with Anderson. They acquire him for a reason, not just playing la balle about that one over there. It's funny you said that, Jason, because when you hear the interview with Jeff Gordon, he said, I did not talk to him. I did not talk with his agent. I did not do anything about that move. It was all about Ken Hughes. So I don't know. We'll see about that one. Very responsible comments, Danny. And the press, here we go. Bottom line, send another have a late playoff all the way. Danny T about in 1 round for that. That's it. Playing the Jets and the playoff too. I have to look at the Slavkovsky. I thought we would be without said Slavkovsky name tonight. About that one over there. All the fire up in the reason I got all fire up. Steve G. Bill first round. Wait is a great Danny. We shall see my friend Sebastian. What right winger skating get questioning some I said is not good enough until it can keep up with better second ski in the wood just as young skating good enough. Well, I don't think so. They talk that with JSM. What he talk about this, I think in our top express exactly what they believe. His first start, right, is a power jump. His first 2-3 strike. We want a little bit more rapidity and more a bigger jump from his pushing for Joshua Ware. When the play is there, he's still pretty good about that one. But that's the way the coach is going to need that massage and commenting after the episode. Steve, about that one over there. I'm going to be fine, guys. I love Nicholas. Try to move on. Read, coach. Yeah. No problem, Nicholas. We love you, buddy. Again, we're great. Relax, coach. You're gonna lose your hair. About that. I love it. About that. And again, it's very, very tough league. Right, I get if players earn a spot in training camp, it's up to you to make a trade to make a room for that player that deserves to be on the team more. Coach, proud of his team. I love the passion, Steve G. about that one. Ron Luciano, Assun Manor, and Mathieu sharing yogurt latte culture right away with there. Claire, Danny, Sebastian, we can say the same about Habs too. Let's have fun in chat right now, please. About that one, show your phone. About that one. Gordon is the leader of the ad management. He likely care about the ad did not draft him. About that, you sick man in a tap. Did I hear quiz time? But yeah, jump bien fire department, Sebastian. There's a weekend, so we can start talking about plus trajectory. Save G. Yes, we lost the quiz right now. I'm kind of agree, but I will also say that you have to reward the plan players who busted their ass. Was said they have to set way forward. Nicholas time is himself. And then we're going to get that one over there. And go. What pick up? Or just get for a trade. Yes, PS. Yes, Nicholas. I agree with you. Baron, yeah, guys, I have a lot of people chat and a lot of people in the chat talking right now. I'll just move on. It's like maybe a camera, but they keep us like a scheme and birth. So did nothing 3 years before what Massa did. They send week. You teach the kid how to win, and the American how to be a pro. There we go. I think. To count something, I would say Kent does have to count for something for a sure player also have to fit and the team organization, and then we're going to get any other thing that we agree, coach. And when I'm scared about Sokeski is already played last season. I'm probably about this one with that. I love Roy about that one there. Look like everybody is happy about this right now with that. We're going to move on now on the quiz to finish it. I passed the time here. Let's finishing, guys, with the quiz on the show. Look like people waiting for that. Paper what? I will maybe not need a massage or need shower after that. Great show. It's chat. Welcome, Jumbo. See you next time, my friend. Don't forget, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock with NR Tap and Marco Larabie. I think Marco Larabie will be happy to be here tonight to see that. 4 questions tonight, guys. Only 4 questions. The first question tonight is which active player is the closest one to reach the 1,000 game in the NHL for the upcoming season? So honestly, which player of the bottom 5 here has the most game play in NHL and are the closest one to reach the milestone of the 1,000 game? Here we go, guys. Oh my God! Dimitra is in the house. Welcome, Dimitra. Welcome to the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. The time is up on this one. We'll put the pot. There we go. Good luck, everybody. RJ, go with C. Edmund. Thanks so much, RJ. First answer of the night. Can someone add the... we have Real Deal with D. Wesh with C. Jose with E. Good luck, Jose, for your injury. And after I go with A. Danny go with C. Rick with A. Jake McEnway with A. Makelia go with A. Steve G with A. Andy with A. Claude Richard with C. Sebastian go with A. We would wait. Let's go with D. Interesting. Wait a few more minutes, guys. Gary go with E. Luke Lafontaine go with B. Anybody else? Frankie go with B. Sebastien, I'm counting on inner tap on that one over there. Maurice Robillard go with D. Marchand. Here we go, guys. Are you ready? Oh my God! The answer, guys, right, Mr. Nartap, it was E on that one over there. And the winner of this first question, guys, Jose Duarte and Gary Cornouillet are the winner of the first question of the night. And that's conclude the first question of the 4 of the night. Let's move on for question number 2.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Whoops. Question number 2. Which NHL player did this combo stat? I love the combo, right? A combo. 5 plus goal shortened, 16 hit, 16 block shot in one regular season. Is it Pearson, Bergeron, Marchand, Gainé, or Tazuk? Tazuk. So you have players playing in 1970s, 80s, 90s, 2000. Which one of them realized this? 5 goal a plus one season only. 60 hit, 60 block. This is all about one season. Good luck, everybody. Frankie, OMG. Sebastian was thinking D-E-E. RJ go with D with Bob Gainey. Real Deal go with B. Steve G go with B. Danny go with D. We miss Willie. Rick go with D. Mike go with D. Bob Gainey. Jose go with C. Can Jose take the lead at 2? We'll see. We'll see. Claude Richard go with D. Andy go with D. West go with C. A lot of D on that one. Frankie go with E. And Atal go with D, of course. Listen, Atal go with D. Luke go with E. Roy go with D. Gary go with E. Short-handed players with 5 plus goal. I'm just waiting if someone wants to get it. Gary Cornouillet. He said E. All right.
Oh my God!
Sébastien get D. Ladies and gentlemen, it's rare, but tonight it's happening. Coach Frenchy did it. Nobody select Elias Peterson on this question, and nobody have a great answer on that one. Most of you are said D and E. Gainé, that's right. Bob Gainé never scored 5 goals in one regular season during his career. So that's happening about that one over there. So nobody win that one. Coach deserved that W on that one tonight. It's rare. Usually always someone get a great answer, but nobody selected Elias Peterson. That's a good thing about that. Question number 3 of the 4. Which NHL team never had a first overall pick during their career and during the franchise? Is it the Blues, the Flyers, the Kings, the Ducks, or the Blue Jackets? Very easy on that one. It's easier anyway. Which team did not have a first overall pick during the franchise so far? Good luck, everybody. That one. RJ go with the A with the Blues. Danny go with the E, the Blue Jackets. Real go with E, the Blue Jacket too. We have Jose go with E. Andy go with B, the Flyers. And after go with D. Frankie go with C. Maurice go with E. West go with E. Gary go with D. Triple W back in the house. Luciano go with D. Luc Lafortune go with E. We have Mark with A. Claude Richard with B. Thanks so much, everybody. Steve go with the Sharks. That's a good one. Jake go with D. Jake McEnroe back in the house. Jake, thanks so much to be with us tonight. Do we have anybody else? Rick go with C with the Kings. Thanks so much, Rick, about that. We're going to wait a little bit more. A couple of seconds. I think Sebastian did not give an answer. Maurice, Roy. Sebastian go with B, the Flyers. Maurice, Roy, sometimes they are late a little bit. Mark Elliott go with A. I apologize, Mark, I didn't mention. KLS go with E. And so wait a little bit more. 10 more seconds before we get that one.
Oh my God!
On that one, guys. And so is D. The Ducks never have won, and Gary Conway take the lead alone, 2. Then in our tap, Luciano and Jake McEnroe score a goal on that one. It joined Jose Duarte at the second spot with one good answer behind. Gary Conway take the lead by 1 with that good answer. We have one more question to go tonight. We have only 4 questions. Cole was too busy to pick it up other things tonight, but here we go on that one. How many goals for Connor Bedard last season and 71 game when he played on the World Junior Championship on the Western Hockey League regular season plus the playoff? If you accumulate all the goals together, how many of them? 78, 82, 86, 90, or 94? I had tonight. Is it not Rick Nash? IDP? I could be wrong. I have to look. Danny go with E. Macalia go with A. Oh, the time. RJ go with C. Luke go with D. We'll go with D. Westwood with A. C with C. Rick Nash. Look, you're absolutely right. Here we go. Let's say Jose with D, RG with C, Real Deal with D, Wesh A, CG C, Maurice Robillard E, C for Wesh, Claude Richard go with D, Sébastien with D, Rick Bengal with D, Frankie with E. We have Chen to E, Coach. Jose Chen for E. All right. No problem, Jose. And after go with B, Roy with D, Mark with change it from A to E. All right. And they go with B, Jake with E, Gary Conway go with D. Chicago with B, Nick, welcome in the house. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. That'll be awesome. Sebastian go with B. Then he said, what, Coach, can you show me a better to Felice Jose, please? I cannot do it tonight, Danny. But I will do it the next couple of days. I was waiting for you to show up. Tell me which night you'll be here, Danny. Wednesday or Thursday this week. So I would love to have you in the chat. So if you don't mind, let me know which night you'll be there, Wednesday or Thursday. Here we go, guys. Who's the guy turned the decision at the last minute? Is it pay off or not?
Oh my God!
Not good enough, guys, for tonight. Gary Cournoyer is right with 90 goal on that one over there. Is the only one. He had 3 good answers, and followed by Jose Duarte at 1.5 for Jose Duarte with 1 point. But on that answer, guys, we are real deal. Roy, Rick Bengal, Sébastien, Claude Richard all scored 1 goal, but not good enough tonight because Gary Cournoyer is the winner of this that show tonight on the Frenchy Quiz. That'll be awesome. Danny, maybe come join me on the Frenchy Quiz. On that one, guys, this is for Gary Cournoyer, a double-digit winner. 10 for Gary Cournoyer this year for the Frenchy Quiz. He reached Andy Cuivila on the 3rd place. RJ lead 2nd place on that one. So RJ second by 8 win behind in our tap. Then Andy and Gary are at 10 on the 3rd spot. And then following, guys, I believe it's Nicolas de Gobi-Bono at 7. I believe he's the leader on that one. This is all going to be, remember, guys, we're going to make a final Frenchy Quiz night in October for the summer. Then during the season, we don't do a Frenchy Quiz. We're really focusing on the season. So, again, Gary Cournoyer, congratulations on that one. Look, this is conclude, guys, another show of the Hockey Nation. Hopefully you enjoy it. Yes, Jose, you drop that one over there. Look, I'm sorry if I offense or maybe put Nicholas mad. I never put myself mad. I just have a passion inside myself to talk about this, and I don't want to be against anyone here. I respect all opinion. I just give you my other perspective opinion about something. I see things in hockey. That's all. So sometimes it could be really louder, or sometimes it could be really go deep about my opinion. But again, it's nothing never been against anybody here because I love each one of you. So don't take it personal about that. That's just who I am. And if I was not be myself, try to be somewhere else, I don't think so. It would be a good, the right way to deliver my message or my opinion every night I pop up here. But I just want to share it with you because remember, guys, this is the reason we come here, is to have our own opinion, sharing with respect and respect each one of them. Again, nothing against any one of you. We love you. And we want to remind you guys, we'll be live tomorrow night, 9 o'clock for the Habs Nation locker room report. We're going to talk about the first day of the fitness, physical fitness for the Montreal Canadiens players. 72 players are going to be at the main camp for the upcoming one for the Montreal Canadiens. And of course, in our tap should be with me and Marco Larabie for that show. We invite you, each one of you will be live all week, guys, talking about the Montreal Canadiens. And of course, we want to start to do the live stream next week. Until then, guys, we want to remind you one more thing.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Yes, you have greatness inside of you, like the legend, Mr. Enartap. What a great night, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. Look forward to see you tomorrow night. We want to thank all the moderators, Jose, Enartap, Luciano, and Danny. All of them was in the chat tonight. We want to thank all the members of the show tonight, of the members to be a part of the show tonight. We want to thank the super chat, Rick Bengal. And finally, of course, we want to thank everybody pop up every night. You bring your ideas and your opinion. We respect each one of you. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Again, that's who I am. that's all. I cannot tell you any other things about that. We still love you, the person. We love you, buddy. We love Nicholas for sure. Hopefully he's going to be not mad and come back with a better smile. Until the next time, guys, be well, be healthy. Find a way, not only dominate the day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what, RJ? RJ said 2023. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Sweet dream. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Until then, the Habs Nation wants to tell you one more thing. We love you, people. See you next time, my friend.
Get a grip now.
Thank you, KLF. Thank you, Willie. See you next time. Oh, 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 oh.